Foundation Computing Foundation Diploma for Higher Education Study presented by Muhammad Ali Yusuf, registration Nong 220215040, Watam Level 3 Foundation Diploma for Higher Education Studies, AIMS Academy. Topics 2.1 Internal components of a central processing unit CPU. 2.2 Function of a CPU. 2.3 How computer hardware components work together. 2.4 Different types of storage media and the use of each with reference to the purpose. Topics 3.1 How data is represented in computer systems. 3.2 How encryption can be used to represent data. 3.3 How images and sounds are represented in computer systems. 3.4 How compression can aid the storage of data, images, or sounds. 3.5 The purpose of logic gates. Topics 4.1 The purpose of different types of computer network. 4.2 Hardware, software, and transmission media used in computer network. 4.3 A range of worldwide web technologies. 4.4 The purpose of different types of computer network topology. Internal components of a central processing unit. Control unit, CU, arithmetic logic unit, ALU, registers, cache, buses, clock. Function of a CPU. The four primary functions of the CPU fetch instructions, form, memory, decode, into binary instructions, execute, action and move to next step, story, write output or to memory. Computer hardware. Computer hardware is a general term used to describe any physical component of an analog or digital computer. Hardware and software complement each other. A computing device can only function efficiently and produce useful output when hardware and software work together appropriately. Computer hardware can be classified as internal or external. In general, internal hardware components are those that are necessary for the normal operation of a computer, while external hardware components are attached to a computer to add or improve features. Different types of storage media: hard disk drive, USB flash drive, memory card, etc. Different types of storage media: HDD, hard disk drive, the most type of magnetic storage device. It's also called a hard disk or hard drive. DROM, the first standard optical storage device for personal computer. One CD can store 700 MB of data. DVD, the same physical size as a CD, but it can store between 4.7 to 15.9 GB of data, depending on whether the data is stored on one or two sides. Blu-ray. These discs store 225 GB of data per layer. They are used for storing high-definition video. SSD. Solid state drive, based on flash memory but is intended as a replacement for a traditional hard disk drive. SSD are more expensive than hard drives. USB flash drive, also called a USB drive or a flash drive. They can store between 1 to 512 GB. The more they can hold, the more expensive they are. Data representation. Computer use the binary digits 0 and 1 to store data. Binary number is made up of binary digits, bits, For example, the binary number 1001. There are two other forms of data representation. One is Unicode and other ASCII. Unicode. Unicode is a standard way of representing and encoding digital data. ASCII. ASCII standard for the American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It's a data representation or encoding. Encryption of data. Encryption involves using cryptographic key. A set of mathematical uses both the sender and recipient agree on. The recipient uses the key to decrypt the data, turning it back into plain text, representing images and sound. Data inside a computer is transmitted as a series of electrical signals that are turned on or off. Therefore, for a computer to process any data, including text, images, and sound, it must be converted to binary format. Compression. Processing power and storage space is very valuable on a computer. Get the best out of both. It can mean that we need to reduce the size of text, images, and audio data in order to transfer it more quickly and so that it takes up less storage space. Logic gate. Logic gates are used to make decisions that electrical output only turn on then the correct logic sequence has on applied. Each logic gate has a me that helps to describe how input will determine the possible outputs. Purpose of different types of computer network. A computer network is a cluster of computers over a shared communication path that work for the purpose of sharing resources from one computer to another, provided by or located on the network nodes. Types of computer networks: Personal Area Network (PAN), Local Area Network (LAN), Wide Area Network (WAN), Wireless Local Area Network (WLAN), Virtual Private Network (VPN). The hardware, software, and transmission media used in computer networks. Computer networks components comprise both physical parts as well the software required for scaling computer networks, both organization and at home. The hardware components are the server, client, peer, transmission medium, and connecting device. The software components are operating system and protocols. Range of worldwide WEB technologies. Worldwide technologies are HTML. HTML Hypertext Markup Language is a web technology first developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1990, used to design documents that are played in a web browser. URL Uniform Resource Locator (URL), colloquially termed a web address, is a reference to a web resource that specifies its location on a computer network and a mechanism for retrieving it. HTTP Hypertext Transfer Protocol (HTTP) is an application layer protocol for transmitting hypermedia documents such as HTML. It was designed for communication between web browser and servers, but it can also be used other purposes. Computer network topology. A computer network, there are only six types of physical topology. There are bus topology, ring topology, star topology, mesh topology, tree topology, fiber topology. Thank you.